That's kind of cool though.
It's like the item at a cafe right now.
Yeah, and everyone's coming out with their own. I lost some of the pieces. This chair was like $400.
How much did you get it for?
We're getting there, baby.
I don't know. Older furniture, sometimes. Ooh,
Please.
Did you mix it? You got first or second or whatever.
Yeah, I see. I mean, that makes sense, but I mean, you know, for year one of doing latte art, that's still.
Laundry demo. Prime Day is here, with great deals on whatever you're getting into next. We design hair to help you.
CC from Faker. Faker kind of hurt them away. A little more CC on the key. Slot up. Die! Flashes onto Ruler.
오빠는 문제가 되지 않아.
걱정되시 조금 경우에
Can you see anything?
No.
Bro. Mmm.
No. The thing that might be called because like you know like I studied
What do you mean gaming studio? What's it?
Yesterday's meeting. Yeah. It's...
Before long, LA already had to resort to picking him up full court and
Unplug hot water. Can't unplug the grinder and I can't unplug the coffee machine. So what do I do?